In public.
Can I get your ID?
No, you can't. No.
Okay. Well, why can you film it and you can't provide your ID?
Is it a crime to film in public?
I don't know, is it?
Well, you should know. You're the law officer, right?
Well, can you give me your ID?
Nope.
Okay.
If you can...
Okay, guys, so here's another video proving my point. Not my opinion, proving a fact. The guy's walking down the road, you can watch this, and he's just literally filming stuff like a lot of people do. I have tons of friends. I've done it. Never had a problem with it. Actually, that's not true. I've had certain people tell me not to film them, and I looked at them and said, "Look, man, I usually ask people for permission if I can film them, even though I don't have to." And just another thing I want to say about my videos or my reposting of other people's videos. It always asks me, is this for children? Is this safe for children? Like YouTube does that, which is, I get it, I understand. But honestly, parents, you should watch this. Your children should watch this. Your teenagers should watch this. You absolutely need to be educated about basic things in the law. This is so important. People have, like myself, have been falsely accused of harassment or threatening them. Meanwhile, they're the same people that are gaslighting me, all right? And actually, they're the ones that threaten me, stole from me, vandalized my home. I could go on. But this is how easy it is for a group of people to literally falsely accuse you of threatening them, okay? There's no evidence, and guess what? You'll get handcuffed, you'll go to jail. If you don't have a camera on you, a video camera, a cell phone or something that you can actually video what's going on in your life, it is very easy literally to drive or walk down the road or go into a shopping mall, do your thing, and somebody all of a sudden, doesn't like something you did, even though you didn't do anything wrong, and now it turns from nothing into a big deal, and next thing you know, they're woke, whatever, drag queen, whatever freaking nutcase friends and family or people that are around them will all of a sudden get into an argument with you over, who knows, maybe it's about peanut butter. I don't know what the argument is, but they get into some stupid argument, and next thing you know, they're phoning the police and saying, oh, he's harassing us and he's threatening us, when you didn't actually do it. There's no evidence of it. And sadly enough, not everybody walks around with a camera or with their cell phone filming everywhere they go. That's normal. I only have two hands, right? I have to carry my groceries. I have to carry other stuff. You know what I'm saying? We all are human beings as far as I know when it comes to this, and most people don't have three hands, right? So the point I'm trying to make here, guys, is that it's that easy to falsely accuse somebody, especially a bunch of people that have a history of being a drug addict. I had this woman living on my property named Kia. I'm not going to say her last name. She's in jail right now again, for falsely accusing people, causing problems. Something I never did. I was falsely accused. Sadly enough, I said I was guilty of something that I never did, because elsewise I would have never got out of jail for something I never did. But because I've got drug addicts and people that are literally insane and they want to use the law's on their side, but they're using the law in an, how do I put this, in an unlawful manner. It's very easy to use laws to harm other people, to easily falsely accuse them. But of course, like I've said before, I've had people on my property that have walked around naked, done all kinds of stupid things. They've been arrested. All these people on my property have all had some kind of criminal record, got into trouble with other people. And sadly enough, I was the fool that let them onto my property when I did not know them, gave them a chance. And, things are going great for quite a while. And then all of a sudden, because I got sick and tired of their bullshit, of fighting with each other, coming to me and complaining to me about each other. And I got sick and tired of listening to their crap, that now, all of a sudden, they turned on me. And I got kicked off my own property because of a false accusation. Right? This is actually the 100% honest truth. Sadly, they hired a lawyer from a university that is a criminal, in my opinion. Well, in fact, he's aiding and abetting people to steal my property, to vandalize my home, and take advantage of my kindness. This is how evil the world is. Now, if you want to watch the rest of this, I'm just going to let you listen to a bit of this and just show you how easy it is. If this guy did not have his camera on, if he did not film this guy coming after him, walking down a public street, he most likely would have been charged, put in jail. He probably would have lost in court, even though he's 100% innocent. He would have had no proof. He would have had a bunch of people lying and making up stories. Now watch this, guys. This is proving my point. Okay.
If you can suspect me of a crime.
Listen to me. All right. If you're on his property and he tells you to leave, you need to leave.
Well, obviously.
Hey, I don't need directives.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't need directives.
I didn't say whether you.
Hey, you know what? If you gotta wipe your ass, man.
Okay.
So please
Get out
wipe.
of the
Yeah,
roadway.
don't
Get out of the
forget to
roadway.
wipe your ass, Mr.
Tell him
Piggy.
not to fight me. He's trying to fight
He's
me.
not trying to fight you.
Oh, I got it all on camera, buddy.
Well, move out the
Name and
roadway.
badge number.
All on
Move out
camera.
the
See, if you
name
didn't,
and
if
badge
I
number.
had all the stuff that I seen on my property on camera, let me stop this second. Okay? If I had all the stuff on camera, if people hadn't taken my phone, all right, if the police hadn't taken my phone, who knows what they did to my phone, erased evidence, that doesn't surprise me at all, because they don't want to be found guilty for falsely arresting someone, right? No, they don't want to be found guilty, so they take your cell phones, they'll get into it, it's easy for them to do, and they'll erase the evidence. This is not an opinion. This is actual factual stuff that happens all the time. There's tons of auditors and tons of people that have had the police officers literally take their phones from them. These people haven't done a single thing wrong, right? Someone simply complained, and the police were stupid enough to not say, hey, look, we're not going to uphold your stupid complaint when it's ridiculous. You know? If you make a false complaint, if you falsely accuse someone, you should go to jail for the same amount of time that that person would have if they were guilty, okay? If someone threatens you and you say that they threatened you and they actually didn't do it, you actually took their words out of context. Like, for example, leave me alone. I feel like slapping your ass, but I'm not going to. And you go and say that that person said, oh, he threatened me. He's going to slap my bum. And all the person said is like, hey, leave me alone. You're stressing me out. You know, you're making me want to, punch you. I'm not going to. I'd never do that. Trust me, if I wanted to hit somebody, I'd hit them. I wouldn't waste my time warning them to leave me alone. I'm warning them because I actually care enough about that person to realize that they're not mentally well. And I'm trying to tell them to leave me alone. I don't know how many of you out there have gone through similar situations. If you have a wife or a husband or kids or children, I'm sure you've all got upset each other and said things that technically could be taken as a threat, right? How many times have people actually jokingly said at work to their friends, oh, that's it, you're going to get it now. I'm going to kill you, damn it. And you know they would never harm their friend. How many times have people actually said things that obviously sounds like a threat, but it's a joke? I mean, literally, how many parents have said they're going to kill their kids? Oh, that's it. I'm going to hang you up. Oh, you're going to get a beating, and the parents would never do that. How many times have children, adults, everybody have said something to their friends or family out of frustration? It's complete, utter, joking around, or maybe they're upset. They'd never do it. But people, when they're upset, say stupid things, right? It's ridiculous. This is the world we live in. Anyways, let's keep listening to this, okay?
Well, you better tell him not to fight me.
Why would he want to fight you?
It's all on camera, dumbass. All of it.
Well, you just go on back.
Enjoy your complaint.
Huh?
Enjoy your complaint, asshole.
Don't worry about it.
What a waste of taxpayers' money.
Guess what? They're not going to do anything either. Because I'm not on your property, stupid.
Oh, this guy's walking around our
educate him what a
building
public
taking
easement
pictures.
is.
Whoop-de-diddly-do. Actually, you should be thankful. It's probably stopping actual real criminals from stealing from your property.
Tell him how you came at me, buddy.
Okay, I'm going to stop this again. Here you go. I'm interjecting again. Fact, guys. Absolute fact. The fact that we are allowed, that it is our human right, first of all, which we shouldn't need a law, but it is in the law, that we're allowed to film in public. Actually, I can film if your windows are open, like your screens are open or your whatever. If I can see inside your house, I can film inside your house if I'm walking on the public street. So technically, I can film your private home and in your private place. I can actually film you doing stuff. And you know what? There are men and women that have had their lives saved, okay, because they were caught on camera, either their wife or their husband or somebody, friend, whatever. They were over and they got into a fight, all right? and there was a crime being committed, and because someone was walking by with a cell phone or a camera, they filmed it. Okay? I don't know how many crimes have been solved or prevented from actually happening because someone like myself have said, look, man, I'm filming this, I'm filming you. Please leave the property or please stop harassing this other person. I don't know how many times that I've actually filmed people doing illegal stuff, even police officers. And you know what I do most of the time? I usually never post it. I usually never, ever go to the police about it because I don't want to cause more issues. If the person is smart enough to go, hey, you know what? I made a mistake. I got upset. I overreacted. And they're willing to walk away and let there be peace, then I'm not going to pursue it, right? I should have been a police officer. I really should. I would have made a great police officer. I would have had a camera that I cannot turn off. So that way, you know, I'm not editing the film, right? I would have made a great cop. You know, I really would. I actually absolutely love people, care about people. I never became a cop because I didn't want to be a criminal with a badge. I literally did not want to be a criminal with a badge. I didn't want to uphold unlawful laws that a group of narcissists decided to invoke on human beings, violate their human rights. That's why I never became a police officer. Anyways, I don't believe in violating other people's rights. I actually believe in upholding their rights. Actually, if police officers actually upheld their rights, most lawyers and judges will probably be in jail because they violate their rights. They make money off of creating fake crimes. That's literally what our corrupt legal system does. Anyways, let's go on and watch a little bit more here. And you're going to like this other cop that shows up that is actually a decent police officer, but sadly enough, I don't know. I'm not sure. But these people here in the red shirt and the other guy should actually have been handcuffed and charged with harassment and bullying and false accusations.
You came at me and you shut up. It was on camera.
Yeah, it was on camera, buddy.
You too, dude.
Come over here. Come on this property. Come over here.
I don't trespass, dummy. You're just the uneducated idiot who called the cop on a photographer.
He's walking on the road.
Get back to work.
I don't have
Public easement.
Oh, yeah, it's all on
This just
camera.
shows you how
I'm trying to
stupid
hang
people
them
are
off.
in general. Like, I'm not trying to
Because
be
I'm
mean. This is
allowed
how
to. Did you not
uneducated
get
people
educated
are.
in public photography?
Don't say that.
Did you get
Don't say that.
educated
You don't
in
wanna hear
public
the truth, eh?
photography?
No, didn't.
That's horrible, man. You're getting 2 complaints now.
What's your name, sir?
I'm not giving you my name.
Okay.
If I committed a crime, if you got reasonable suspicion, I committed a crime.
Look, he wants you off the property, and you need to leave.
Do you know
He's
what
not
an
on his
easement
property, you
is?
dumbass.
Do you know what an easement is?
This is all his property.
Do you know what an easement is?
Yes, sir. I know what it is.
What is it?
Okay. You're
Public
saying you don't know.
easement. I checked the GIS survey.
Yeah, I don't care.
Get a supervisor.
Yeah, I don't care.
Get a supervisor. Supervisor.
He's coming. There it is right there.
Supervisor.
There it is right there.
Supervisor. Let's see if he's any
I got a
smarter.
supervisor because-
You better apologize to me
what?
when he does
For
nothing.
what?
Okay.
When you're wrong and you're uneducated, and you should be learned about this.
Sir, don't worry. You think I'm uneducated or I'm
You're very
Yeah, you can't even
uneducated.
speak
Okay,
English
all right, well, let's
probably,
see what the
buddy.
supervisor says about it, okay? All right. Yep.
So I was out
You
here
speak
just walking down
American.
the street on
I
the
speak
sidewalk,
Canadian.
sir. Let me talk. You don't have to
A.
talk.
I said nothing. I ain't said nothing.
I walked by this place. This man came outside and tried to fight me. He got in my face. He followed me all the way down the street. I tried to run this way. He followed me all the way down. Everything's on camera.
Can I see it?
I'm on the sidewalk
Can I
right
see
here.
it?
No, let me.
Good question.
Shut up, dude. Let me talk to him. Hey, first of all,
Shut up, Piggy.
is it illegal to record in public? It's not. Okay. This is a public easement. That's
Don't
a
be a
sidewalk.
Darren.
It goes all the way down. Those are houses on both ends.
You're right.
I checked the GIS survey. This is
Don't
public.
be a Darren.
Tell him I'm not trespassing. Tell him he does not have reasonable suspicion.
Did I
And
say
tell
that?
him
Did I say that?
you kept on saying you wanted my ID.
Yeah, I asked you.
I'm not giving you my ID.
I asked for your ID.
I know ID is like crack to you guys.
Go ahead, talk to him.
All right, he's not educated in
He's
public
like crack to
photography.
you guys.
He came up to me aggressively. That guy in the red shirt tried to fight me.
Oh, that's funny.
And it's all because this guy right here flipped me off when I was walking down the street. Minding my own business, not even recording this business. But yeah, look what you caused, buddy.
What a waste of time and taxpayer money.
No,
These idiots are laughing at him.
You're good to go, man.
Okay.
Oh,
I
they're gonna
strongly
find out
suggest
who's
you
gonna
look
have
into
the
public
last laugh.
photography laws.
It's all right.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go.
You're gonna get a complaint.
I don't care, sir.
I know you don't care.
I don't care.
You're a piece of cop.
Yes, sir. Don't worry about it.
Hey,
She's stating
bite
facts
me,
there.
buddy. Bite me. Learn the law. Uneducated. Uneducated pig.
Yeah, that police officer deserves to be in
You just made
handcuffs and
yourself
he needs
look
to be
bad.
jailed
At least your supervisor
and
saved
he
your
needs to be
ass,
fired.
dude.
Why would you hire a stupid
Yeah, you
cop
guys are
that
laughing,
doesn't
but
know
guess
the
what?
most
I'm not
basic
leaving.
things? 1 + 1 is 2.
That's the funny
Really?
thing.
Oh
So
yeah,
keep
didn't you know
laughing.
that?
The lesson is don't fight people in the public that are just walking, minding their own business. Unbelievable.
Yep. But it's believable. It's
Thank you. I
not
appreciate
no
you
surprise.
doing your job and honoring your oath.
Yeah, he didn't
If
arrest those
Officer
people
Jordan
though, so he didn't really
truly
honor
had
his
enough
oath.
legal grounds to establish trespassing or justify the demand for identification, there would have been no reason for the supervisor to reverse that approach.
Exactly.
Yet the outcome was the opposite. The demand for identification ended, no trespassing charge was filed, and the cameraman was allowed to leave. This suggests that Officer Jordan's initial assessment lacked the necessary legal foundation, while the supervisor brought the situation back within the limits allowed by law. If you believe this officer needs additional training, leave a 5 in the comments.
No, he needs
Hey,
to
that was a
be
quick response.
charged with harassment.
How are you?
He needs to be handcuffed.
I'm good,
He
thank
needs to
you.
be fired. I'm going to put this on hold here. Okay, guys, there's lots more. I could go on for years, literally years, showing you all the corruption and how uneducated. These are people that are destroying other people's lives. If they're this incompetent, imagine how many people have been falsely accused by the public, by private people, by police officers, the public servants, and these judges and lawyers. You know, they make so much money off of the harming of innocent people, and then innocent people go to jail for something they never did. That's not news. This is normal, okay? And don't get me wrong. Please let me say something. I absolutely have respect for certain police officers that I've known in my life that I love dearly, and I absolutely respect their friends. Some of them I consider as family. And I have total respect for the law, but not for unlawful criminal things that you legalize, things that actually harm people. When a government does this, they're not just tyrannical. They are actually criminals. These are actually terrorists of a sort that literally terrorize your life with making things that are legal that should never been made legal. They've made things illegal that are actually your human right to do, like free speech in Canada. You know, honestly, it's not a crime to hate. I hate vegetables. I'm joking. I actually love vegetables. You know, but I hate any type of person that actually harms people intentionally. Unless you're defending yourself, self-defense, that's the only physical type of harm. And even that, you can go to jail for when you're defending your own home, your own family, your own kids. Right? You know what I'm saying? They'll call you homo, trans, whatever, Muslim, a phobic, which is all a lie. They'll falsely accuse you, even though you've donated food, helped people, gone out of your way, hugged people that are from every walk of life, no matter what their sexual preferences. You know, someone that has actually donated their time, like myself, that actually has helped the public, helped private people, done things that I've, like literally the amount of things I've done. I mean, you know, my goodness, if I would have filmed all the good things I've done, I would probably be considered a superhero, you know, or at least a hero of some sort. But this is literally how easy it is for people to be falsely accused, go to prison for something they never did, and they go to court, right? And literally, you know, that's all it takes, guys. All it takes is a group of drug addicts or just honest people, okay? Like a lot of people out there. And that's basically what happens to people. Happened to me, right? Probably happened to you. Happened to a lot of my friends. You know, go through a divorce and the women will literally lie and say they did stuff. They'll say they were beaten. There's not a single evidence of them ever being touched by their husband, right? You know, and they'll make false accusations that they harmed their children when there's no proof of that, right? And then they'll coerce their children to lie. Sadly enough, this is what men and, sadly enough, women do. Mostly women, but this is what happens in our society, right? So I could keep going on here. There's lots
Obviously,
more.
this is an active construction area.
And I'm going to go over here.
No, I know, but you were getting ready to.
Listen, I will tell you.
So I'm just going to stop this. And by the way, to all the police officers, all law enforcement, to all the lawyers and judges and politicians that actually do good things, thank you. I want to put out a massive thank you to all the really good people out there that actually truly care. I know there are good people out there that are lawyers. I know there is, obviously. I've met some, you know. I've gone to dinner with a judge, by the way. Won't mention his name. I've gone to dinner with OPP, police officers, like friends of mine. I've gone to dinner. I used to live in a house that was owned by an RCMP officer. So for your information, I ain't a criminal, never have been, never will be, but of course they can deem you anything they want these days. You know, you can deem you to be a landlord, even though you don't want to be. They can deem you, I mean, maybe you guys should deem me to be a hero. Maybe you should deem me to be a police officer. I mean, I'm not one. I don't want to be one. Maybe you'll force me to be one. I don't know. They seem like they can force you to be whatever else they want in these courts, right? But if you look up the law, no one can be forced a title. You cannot force a title onto me, guys. You cannot do it. It's against the law. And even if the judges and lawyers and prosecution and Superior Court does do it, it's still a violation of your human rights. But as we know, human rights are constantly being violated by the Canadian government, American government, German government, English government, Scottish government. I could go on. They violate our human rights while meanwhile letting murderers get away with murder. Literally. Letting men rape women, okay, and get away with it because of their religion. Anyways, guys, there's a little bit of a video for you. It's something you think about. These are not my opinions. These are facts. This is obvious documented evidence of what myself and many of others out there that are innocent, honest, hardworking people that have been literally had their lives destroyed by demonic police officers, right? Demonic judges, demonic lawyers, demonic legal, corrupt legal system. It's not a judicial system. They call it that, but it's not. But this is what people have been dealing with for years, and it's only getting worse, especially in Canada, where we have no human rights, it seems like. Right? We do, but I mean, they violate them, right? Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. It's kind of a long one. But, yeah, I've got lots more of these coming if you want to see them. I'm going to keep going. Like, you know, more I'm going to expose. And more judges, by the way, and lawyers are being fired, being jailed for the criminal things that they're doing. Family court is literally being, how do you put it? Let's put it this way. They're being held accountable. And those judges are in deep, 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 serious water. Right? They're being exposed. This is why they don't want you to film in the Landlord Tenancy Board. This is why they, even though it's your right to do it, you should not have to ask for permission. That's your right to do. Even in the criminal courts, in any kind of court system in Canada, you have the right to film. But they violate that right as well. Why? Because they don't want to be exposed for their criminal activities in the courtroom where they violate their own oaths, where they violate their own, you know, their own laws. It's despicable. They'll swear at you, call you names, falsely accuse stuff, right? Swear at you, literally in court, and they get away with it. While meanwhile, they charge you with contempt when you haven't done anything contemptuous. But meanwhile, the judges are actually creating the contempt and causing the contempt. The lawyers are creating and causing contempt. This is not an opinion, guy. This is what they actually do, right? They're always right. You're never wrong. It's like going into a casino. 99.999% of the time, you're going to lose, right? Going into a court system is basically you're guaranteed to lose, right? Unless you have everything on film and you can prove it, which nobody really ever does. Anyways, take care from the bear. Bye for now.